I just hit 1 year of podcasting and I did not go viral, but what changed is a reason that I am not quitting, and it's probably what you need to hear too.
Hey, teacher friend. Welcome to Online Business for Teachers, the podcast for educators who are tired of being tired and wondering if there's more out there. Are you up late Googling online jobs for teachers or how to make extra money from home? Do you dream about starting a business, working from home, or finally getting paid for the resources you've already created without adding more stress to your plate? I'm Monica Lopez, a former teacher who was burnt out, overwhelmed, and secretly searching for a way out. I wanted more time with my kids, the freedom to work from home, and a way to make money doing something I actually enjoyed. That's when I discovered the simplest path: creating and selling my own teacher resources, using the skills I already had. Now, I help teachers like you turn your ideas into income with step-by-step guidance, real talk about finding time to grow your business, and the mindset shifts that help you believe it's actually possible. So close those lesson plans and grab your favorite drink. It is your turn now.
Okay, so for today's episode, I want to talk about something that I don't think it's talked about as much as it is needed, because when it comes to starting something new, it could be a podcast, it could be a business, it could be selling on TPT, or just anything where you have to put yourself out there, okay? Because I think a lot of times we expect results to look a certain way. We expect like tremendous growth and to be fast and big and obvious. And when it doesn't, it's really easy to think that it's not working or that maybe we're just doing something wrong. But I want to challenge that a little bit today. I want to talk about what actually changes when you commit to something and you keep showing up, even when it's not going the way that you thought it was going to go. I was listening to a podcast and the host was talking about how she had done this social media post challenge, and she said that it didn't make her go viral and that it didn't do anything huge from the outside looking in, but what changed inside of her is what actually mattered. And when she said that, I was like, that is exactly how I feel about my podcast, because I've been podcasting for exactly a year. This week is my 1 year anniversary. So yay, I'm super excited about that. And I didn't go viral and I didn't gain a ton of listeners. I don't even know what a ton of listeners is. Well, according to ChatGPT, I'm right on target with 1 year podcasters and all of that. And I didn't make a ton of money from it. I actually invested more money into it than I got back. But that is not what changed the most. And I knew when I was coming into podcasting, I knew that that's not what my objective was, because I know how business is, okay? So what changed the most was actually me. I am not the same Monica that I was a whole year ago. A year ago, I was struggling to come up with ideas. I didn't really know what I wanted to say or who I wanted to help or how I wanted to speak. I mean, I still have my moments like that, but it's very different now. Now I feel like my message has evolved. I kind of understand myself better, and I understand how I want to help people, and I understand how I want to speak to people, and I understand who I want to help a lot more than I did back then. And I think one of the biggest things is that I feel like it made me a braver person. I'm not afraid of being visible anymore. I'm not afraid of being heard. I don't feel as paranoid about what people are going to think or what I look like or what I sound like. And I didn't get there by waiting to feel ready. And I think this is what my message is today, is we should never wait until we feel ready, because we're never going to feel ready. We get there by doing it, by recording every week, by showing up every week. And I honestly think this is like the biggest thing that I have learned. You're not supposed to gain clarity before you take action. Action is what gives you the clarity. I feel like that's something we don't hear enough in our space, especially as TPT sellers or teacher business owners. because it sounds like you're supposed to figure everything out and then start. But it's actually the opposite. You start and then you figure out as you go. And along the way, some things you put out there are going to resonate more than others. And some things are just not going to resonate at all. And many times things are not going to go the way that you planned. Actually, most things are not going to go the way that you planned. But that doesn't mean that it's not working. I think we expect things to look a certain way. And when they don't, we think it's not working. But really, you're just in the process. I kind of think of it like planting a seed. You plant it, you water it, you wait. And you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And nothing really happens. At least nothing that you can see. And then it sprouts. But even then, it's like a tiny sprout, right? It's a tiny little thing, and you still have to take care of it before it becomes something bigger. And I feel like that's exactly what this year has been for me. It wasn't about making $1 million. It wasn't about going viral. It was just about becoming a different person, becoming someone who is more clear, more confident, more willing to be seen, more willing to speak. And I feel like now adding YouTube feels like the next step, because I've lost most, if not all, of the fear of being seen, and I'm not perfect. But what I do want to say to you is, whatever your thing is, a podcast, a business, TBT, whatever you're working on, just keep going. And if it doesn't look the way you thought it would, even when it feels really slow and like nothing's happening, something is happening. You are changing. Your message is getting clearer. Your niche is getting clearer. Your products are getting better. Your mission is getting stronger, and you're figuring it out all on the way, because the way doesn't show up before you start. It shows up as you go. Every step that you take is actually paving the way for the next step. It would be impossible to know where you will be a year from now, even, if you don't take that first step. Right? So don't get frustrated. Don't get disappointed with your progress if it's going slow. Okay? So my message for you today is just keep going. Even if you can't see the progress, even if it's going really slow, just keep going, because that is how we make progress. All right. So that is my 1 year reflection on my podcast and my very first YouTube video. I'm just doing it and figuring it out as I go. And you can too. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I will see you next week. Bye.
Hey, teacher friend. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this show is helping you dream a little bigger, would you take 30 seconds to leave a quick review? It means the world to me, and it helps more teachers find their way to this podcast. I'll meet you back here next week. Take care and keep dreaming bigger.